Hello folks, this is Jeffrey G tonight here about to do my 90-sided gameplay of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online for the PC. It's not going to be an actual gameplay, but I'm going to talk about the rotation that's happening, that's in effect today. And will be in effect for the World Championships, which is from tomorrow to the weekend. So we're going to talk about the cards we lose from this rotation. So the rotation happened from Ultra Prism and on. So some of these lose the Sun and Moon base set, we lose Guardians Rising, we lose Burning Shadows, and Crimson Invasion. So that's the 4 sets we lost. So that's the 4 sets we will lose, which have some good cards as well. We also lose Shining Legends, which is the 5th set, and one of the best sets overall because it has the Zoroark GX, which was dominant throughout this whole format. So I'm going to show all the cards. I'm also going to talk about all the more important cards we lose. I'm not going to talk about every single card because not every card has some important play. So I'm going to talk about the ones we do lose in rotation. So I'm going to go here. So I'm going to just filter it from the oldest set to newest. So we lose Shining Legends, Burning Shadows, Guardian Rising, and Sun base set, and Crimson Invasion is what we lose. We also lose some Blackstar Pokemon. It's up to only SM94 and up. So we do lose like something like the Lurantis Pokemon, which is one of my favorite cards because it did 20 more damage for grass types, which is very important. It did win the games. So let me show you the Sun and Moon cards first. We'll start with Sun and Moon. Let's scroll down the list real quick. Let's see if I need to see any opponents here. The Decidueye GX is one of the great cards we lose. It was very good, like Zoroark Decidueye. You play 9 cells Zoroark Decidueye. So you use your Feather Hour, you put 20. Yeah, the ability called Feather Hour had 240 HP as Sage 2. You put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you have 3 of them or 4 of them, you will put up to 8 damage counters. So you just pretty much weaken like big Pokemon, and then Zoroark GX clean up with the Lightning Beam attack and just knocked out like big GXs, which was one of my favorite cards. So I also tried with Leafeon back in the day. I liked it a lot. The next card I'm going to talk about next is Lurantis GX was pretty decent as well. 210 HP, stage 1 grass type. Had the Flower Supply attack, 40 damage for 1 grass. You attach 2 basic energy. And then Colosseum GX was a good GX attack. It does 3 times another grass energy attack to itself. If you had with the Venusaur from Shining Legends, which is actually the Jungle Totem ability, which gave 2 grass instead. So you really hit big numbers with Colosseum. And the Soul Blade was pretty good too. It did 120 and you could just 2-shot things and they heal 30 damage as well. Let's see anything else over here. Okay. There's a little Cinnamon GX as well, but this is the old one. The old one was not the best. Another one of my favorite cards was Lapras GX. So, it had 180 HP, Water Basic, it was over 160, Ice Beam GX for 100. You can pretty much take out knockouts for like, GXs as well, which was one of my first decks I played, which I liked. I did play like with Aqua Patch, and we also do this because we play a Guardian's Life, and so you can pretty much just shovel water energy back into the pile. Get your water energy back if you lost them all if they got knocked out. See anything else? Let's see. Pokemon GX was one of my favorite cards, but it wasn't that good in the population. Vikavolt from this side was very good. You played it with Quasar, you played it in Tapu Bulu Vikavolt as 150 HP, Lightning type, stage 2. With the strong charge ability, you attach a Grass and Lightning to your one of the Pokemon any way you like. So you pretty much got multiple out, you could just pretty much set up Tapu Bulu, hit Nature's Jungle for 180, hit 210 with a Choice Span, 230 with the Kakuri, which is one of my favorite cards as well. One of my favorite decks I liked, but it would just lose that. The next card over here, we'll talk about Espeon GX. Did so much good for me last year. It got me second place in ARG qualifying tournament. I played with Espeon GX with Garbodor with the Gobotox, which is no longer been rotated out. It came in break point. I played also with Trash Lance, Garbodor, Guardians Rising, so the more irons they play, the more damage you did. We also lose that card as well because it came in Guardians Rising. So, yeah, so. And they had the side beam for 30, the second for second double color, 60 plus 30. So you touch a lot of energy, you knocked out anything in one shot. And then Divide GX was one of my favorite GX attacks, you put 10 damage counters. But we do have Espeon GX from New Unified Mindset, so yeah, it's similar. It has Psychic Club, it does 160 for the same cost as Psychic. 10 plus 30 for each second Pokemon on your bench, and then it has the cross division. You can put, it does the same thing, but if you have 3 more energy, you put 20 instead of 10, which is pretty good, which I like. I'm gonna miss this card a lot, but I think that's one of the actions I like more as well. Let's see anything else here. Lunala GX was okay. You just shuffle energy around with his second transfer, and then you can just use Max Potion to heal it, which you also do lose because it came in Guardian's Advice as well. Let's see. Passimian was another good deck back in the day. Had the 110 basic Pokemon. You really use it for his team play. You got the 10 for double colors. There's 10 plus 30 for each of your basic bench Passimian. So you have 4 Passimian, did 3 Passimian, did 100. You also have the Passimian with the ability, which did 40 more damage to any evolved Pokemon. So you can pretty much knock out Zoroark's GX one shot, or like Pika rounds just one shot as well. I think we also lose that Passimian. I think it came like on Burning Shadows. And we also lose double colors energy, which is one of the best energies ever. Because you get to attack with Zoroark for 1, GX with 1 energy, and then you just hit off. Let's see what else here. Umbreon GX is pretty okay. The 90 plus 30. Let's see. Solgaleo GX with this is another good card. 250 HP, Metal type stage 2. It has the Ultra Roll ability to switch from the active with your bench, and it has a. You use it with a Soul Burst GX and touch any 5 energies from your deck to anything, anyway you like. And then its GX attack, its attack summons and strength just got already to the 230. Pretty much one shot anything in the format back then, and now pretty much do lose that. But we do have the Solgaleo GX with the promo, which is pretty decent. Does 120. You attach 2 energies from your discard pile for one of your bench Pokemon, which is pretty good. So let's see Solgaleo GX will miss too. Let's see anything else here. Tauros GX is okay. Got the Mad Bull GX for double colors, so just if you damaged it, the more damage it did. This Eevee we're gonna miss a lot too. It has the Energy Evolution Energy, 6 HP basic Pokemon. If you attach a basic energy card from your hand to the Eevee, you evolve to a evolution that had the same type. So if you attach a Psychic Energy, you evolve to Espeon GX. If you have a Lightning Energy, you evolve to Jolteon GX, or a Water Energy, you evolve to Vaporeon GX. That's one of my favorite Eevees. That's why I made Espeon so good. I'm gonna miss this Eevee a lot too as well. I'm sure most people will have. That's pretty much it for the most card. These are all full locks which we've already seen. We'll talk about the trainers next, which is organize the trainers by the set. Let me go alphabetical here. Actually, we're gonna go to filters. We'll do Sun and Moon. I'll just go one set at a time because I think I'll rush if I do every set. Let's see, so that's the important trainers. We do have energy switch, we still keep that. Energy retrieval we do lose. Crush Hammer we still keep because it was printed as a secret to Ultra Prism. Energy retrieval was very good, you got 2 energies back. It was good for Baby Bucephalon from Unbroken Bonds. So you can keep using his Fireball Circus and try to discard as many energies as possible. And then just go for the big numbers. But you have Fire Crystal, which is better, so you got 3 energy back from the new set. XP share was pretty decent, so you could just, let's say your Pokemon gets knocked out, you just put one energy from it to another one. Pretty good card with like Quagsire and the Ganondorf. So you get energies back just because you lost energies, you just keep getting recycled energies back. Great Ball was a great searcher card. Look at the top 7 cards, you find any Pokemon. The only search we right now is like Pokemon Communication, which said you just put Pokemon from your hand to your deck and you just search for another Pokemon out. It made Great Ball really fast, so you can search out for anything. If you look, you got any Pokemon out, no matter what it was. See anything else here? Really, we still keep because we got plenty of Ultra Prism, very good supporter. Nestball is one of the top search cards. You search for a basic, you got your board set up quick. The only thing we have says like Pokemon Communication. It was a Professor Lecture, that's a Professor Arms Lecture, but also that's a supporter, so you have to wait 1 turn. 4 is a very slash and very most decks, so you can search out your basic and you get your evolution on right away. Very important card there. Let's see. Professor Kukui was a very good supporter. One of my favorite supporters with 20 more damage. You got those key knockouts. It was also you draw 2 cards. Those numbers really helped against you could just pretty much one shot a lot of things right there with that card. Rare Candy we still keep because this was pre-printed in Celestial Storm and I believe as well as the Dragon Majesty. Anything else? Switch we still keep. It was pre-printed in Celestial Storm. Team Scorecard was a good supporter. You just got 2 energy. You put any energy to discard them, so let's say they had a lot of energies in their hand. We discard them. It was really good to stall that just because they couldn't attach for turn, and it lost them 1 turn back. Timer Ball was a decent supporter item as well. You put 2 coins, get your evolution Pokemon. Pretty much if you get 2 heads, you start with the evolution. Sometimes it will fail though. It was a very mixed for me. Sometimes I would get 2 heads, sometimes I wouldn't. So it was okay. Then I did the most top card at all was Ultra Ball. It was very good support. You can limit it. You can discard your head for a good Lily turn. Draw to up 8. Get rid of cards you didn't need, and also yeah, it's very good. Stable for every single deck was played. Very best. It was the best supporter search card ever. So unfortunately, we do lose that. I will lose this card a lot too. I want to go back to the Pokemon second. The other one we do lose as well is the Rangaroo with the Destructibility, which was one of my favorite cards. Let me see if I have it here. So I gotta find it. It's here. Yeah, here it is. The Rangaroo was my favorite card as well. It got you that keep supporting you need it. It got me that card I used to win games. You usually have 3 that Destructibility out of 120 HP states, basic Pokemon. The attack was pretty good too, so you can pretty much start taking big knockouts. Alright, so that's from Sun and Moon. Now I'm going to move on to Guardians Rising, which was one of my favorite sets because I had the top letters GX. We had the water attack, so you was able to search for support no matter what. So we're going to do Pokemon first. Let me just scroll up. Let's go to the beginning. Let's see if we have anybody here. Oh, the Victini was very good with that Victory Star, but they got reprinted. It was all colored in black and white too. It had the same ability. So you can bring about the Blissey, you get those key knockouts. You can get those knockouts like with the Blissey's powerful slap, so you get those key knockouts that you needed just in case you missed it. It was very good with those. It was very good for me. It was one of my favorite cards. So let's move on with the Victini. I miss that Victini a lot as well. Let's see what else we got here. Salazzle was pretty good with that. Very good at special conditions. Tornado GX was good because he got energy back. That Shell Trap, and it was good when Volcano was still illegal. Wasn't much as played as much after that, but the Shell Trap was pretty good, so let's say attacked into it. They get 8 damage. Bright Flame was pretty good. It takes more shot with a choice band. The GX attack was one was really used for touch fire energy basically. Fire energy cards can just go power to any Pokemon, which is pretty awesome. Another card I would like to miss. Lolan Vulpix with his beacon ability with attack was very good. It plus plus in most decks you can pretty much search for 2 Pokemon and you have to attach your energies. You don't use an energy attachment. You can attach your energy for something else as well. And I will miss this card a lot. It's one of my favorite cards to search out any Pokemon. Then the Lone, this Ninetales was pretty good as well. It had the Ice Blade, and they had the Ice Pass, 210 HP stage 1. The Ice Pass is pretty much going to say they hit it hard, you just move damage comes to another Pokemon and knocks them out. But we do have the Lone Ninetales for the Fairy type from the Team Up set. Or they from Lost Thunder, so this one, it would be that one, would be that, but this one would be missed a lot. Let's see anything else here. Wishy-Washy was good as well. Back then, we had the Wishy-Washy with they gave it 20 more HP, did 20 more damage with attacks. So that was it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it ran for some code. Bigable GX was okay as well. It had the 60, and then the Gigatron GX that was good, did 2 damage for each of the bench. Then the Super Zap had the Wayne discarded too, which is pretty cool. So that's another, and this is another card that's a staple when people go off decks. Tapu Koko GX, one of my favorite GXs in the set. They had the Aero Trail ability, so you move pretty much all your lightning energy from itself. To itself, and then move to the activeness. GX attack was really good. Let's say your opponent had too much energy on the board and they got really cocky with the energy, so you pretty much hit them for big numbers, pretty much one shot anything. Very good stable pick alarm decks, but they have other things too, like the Nene GX and like Zero GX. Let's see what else. The Trashulash Garbodor, one of my number. It was love-hate for me because I liked it when I played it, but I like going against it. It had the 120 HP stage 1, it had the Trashulash for 1 second energy. 20 damage 3 times for each of them. For any item card in the Skull Pile. So the more items they played, the more damage it is. So you take pretty big knockouts with that card. Let's see anything else. This Mimikyu we have the fairy one now, which is the same. It does the same thing. But I think this one got reprinted in the Ultra Prism, so it's not really that much of a loss. So I was like, okay, it's pretty good. It has the copycat, so you can push copy. Anything that wasn't a GX, so let's say you use a big attack, you just knock him out with a big attack back. Delmas is pretty good with the Steelworker ability, that 10 damage for each metal, so you get those heat numbers as well. Pretty good with Metagross GX stats, and pretty much good with Solar, so you get 240. The most lost player card from this side is the Tapu Lele GX with the 1 attack ability. Guaranteed supporter every turn. You got you that key Guzman, a key Lily, so you can draw to have 8. You may stay a hand. But when you have Pokemon available, that sometimes it is not as reliable because it doesn't guarantee that supporter that turn. Let's say you can miss it with that. You pretty much try to draw with the bat in the hand, but this type of one will be missed at all. It's one of my favorite cards, of all time. Let's see anything else. The Machamp was good with the ability, so your bench Pokemon could have put damage counters on it. It would be more protected. We do have Mew with the ability, with the bench variability, so it's okay. So the Woodle has Roblox, it's pretty decent. We limited the opponent's bench to 4. So 3. Let's see. Lycanroc GX, another great card. Very good in Zorg GX decks, very good in Buzzwole GX decks. Very good in Lucario Lycanroc decks as well. So it pretty much has a Blood Thirst to your eyes. It's 20 HP. It's fighting stage 1. It's like a Guzma, you could just switch out, or like a Lysander back then. You would switch out your opponent's active with your bench. Get that key knockout that you really need it. And they had the Dangerous Rogue Attack, which was very good. The more they throw off the bench, the more damage it did. So you pretty much could take outs. And cost damage isn't too bad too. You could pretty much 2-shot things. It did 1-shot on Zorg GX as well. It also did 1-shot on Pokemon. They had the Anti-Prism Star. Let's see anything else here. Metagross GX, one of my favorite GX. One of my favorite Pokemon, actually. I used to play one of my first decks. They had the Geotech system, attach your Fight Cycle Metal to itself, to active, and then the Giga was 159 algorithm, switch for 85 cards. One of my favorite Pokemon, one of my favorite decks overall. I'll miss this card as well. Let's see, Sylveon GX was another great card. It was added all archetype because you could just pretty much stall with it. Also was playing Guardian GX, Guardian Ball GX decks as well. It had the Magical Ribbon, search for 3 fairy cards. Anything with from the hands, it was good in stall, so you get with like Crushing Hammer, Hand to Hammer, deny their energies. Also had the Fairy one, which is pretty good attack, and then play GX, let's say that two bench Pokemon full or evolved, you can just put them back into their hand. They have to start over, so we pretty much delay them turn. Very good card overall, so we have GX. I see anything else here? I think that's it for the most part. Nothing else important. Those Dropper GX was another good card. 100 HP, colors basic, it had the Berserk attack. It's good Dropper Grubber that was pretty good expanded. So you pretty much take 1 shot to over anything with the 180. The big Road Jackson is easy to start, and that's it I think for the most part. Yep, that's it for that set. Now I'm gonna do the trainers real quick. So let me just filter the trainers from Guardians Rise. The Guardians Rise had a couple of good trainers. They weren't the best trainers, but they had a good couple of ones. Aether Paradise was a good stadium, reduced by 30 for your bases, so they pretty much knock out Tapu Bulu. And then they just nature's Tapu one of the GX just heal the damage off that you let's say you got one big hit, you take it out and then knock it out. Ultimate, which is a good stadium card. 2 gives you that 2 less retreat for Psychic types or Dark types. So in case you didn't have any switches or anything, you could just reduce this to retreat for free, which is pretty much retreat Malabor for free. Or like routine animal with those 2. Go to your go for only 1 energy. Also, so it's pretty okay as well. The opposite, Fighting Metal Pokemon no weakness. Fire is very big in this format with Resonant Charger GX and also Bucephalon GX and the Gyarados. Also very Bucephalon, so yeah, big thing right here. Aqua Patch, a very good item card. Very good Quagsire decks, very good. I used to play with Porygon Quagsire and the Gyarados. So it did 1 damage for each 1 energy you had attached to Porygon. So let's say you lost energy, you discard energy, you get them right back with Aqua Patch, and then you just hit for big numbers. Brooklyn Hill was a great supporter. Same card, searching all your water types, so your fighters get those Buzzwalls out, get your Lone Vulpixes out. It's very good searching for water and fire types. Very good support stadium, yeah. Choice Band, very important. One of the best tools out there, was playing in a lot of decks. Did 30 more damage for each GX or EX. Yeah, those key decks. I was always playing out that, always hitting to a 10 with the Zoroark, so it's very good importance there. Very, one of the best 2 cards I think out there. Definitely will be missed. Alright, so Energy Ball, okay. Energy Ball we still keep because it came out in, I think it got reprinted in Ultra Prism as well. It got reprinted as a Secret Ultra Prism, so we keep this card. And then SM was a very good item card. Just get the special energy, get rid of those double colors energies, or those unit energies, or rainbow energies. Very good, important. It was a very annoying card, but very good with installed decks and stuff. Field Blower, 2 was a big thing. Tools were a big thing in this format now. It's getting bigger. We have number 2 removal in the format, probably set Farfetch from another set which had the discard all tools, and also the lightsaber that was had no tools, had no effects. Then what we missed was like 1 and 2 of every deck. Got rid of spell tags or any of those choice bands and stuff like that. Hollow was okay. You rejected very good cards. Mallow was a good card back then for Zord GX. They could just find any 2 cards they wanted with the trade, and they use the ability to trade to draw those 2 cards you needed. Pretty awesome card. Max Potion, a very good card as well. We have very good healing. Fortunately, we have mixed herbs and great potion, but Max also is really good. Let's see if you got hit really big, you just not gonna heal all that damage off. And then we have this card Andrew, but that's okay though. It's like okay. Not a big deal. Red Candy with Key, we got Brothers and Lesser Storm. Rescue Sweatshirt, very important card. You used to get back in Pokemon. The only thing we really have now is Box Grip, but that's a support, so it's pretty much a waste. You either got back 3 Pokemon from the discard pile, 1 Pokemon from the hand. Very warming all the game. Very important card to get back those Pokemon that you needed. And also you have multiple Pokemon prized. Alright, so that's for Guardians West. Now I'm going to move on to Burning Shadows. Burning Shadows was a very good set. Let's start with the Pokemon. Let's see. Let's go to Burning Shadows. Burning Shadows. Let's see what we have with Burning Shadows. Very important Pokemon. This Vileplume was very good. It's seen a lot of decks like installed decks, so a lot of people. It was a basic Pokemon. Well, now pretty much it's a basic meta now, pretty much. Because Stage 2s are pretty hard to set up with the Red Canyon Stage 1s. Not much to set up, but. We lose Red Canyon and stuff, but yeah, discussing the possibility of 1.8 HP Grass type Stage 2. It was actually a basic Pokemon could test. So let's say they play all base saves, they couldn't get their way out of it, they would pretty much win the game. Very good card overall. Let's see anything else here. Heracross I liked. Golisopod GX was very good. Golisopod GX. Very good Sword GX decks, pretty good with Lurantis. They had the Pressure Passion attack. Let's say the Switch should become 80k, did 120. For 100, which is pretty good. Pretty much 2-shot things. And then the Crossing Card GX is 150. Armor Press was good as well. Switch your Pokemon with your bench. Then 20. It takes 30 less from 20 less from attacks. Very good stable Zord GX and like Lurantis decks as well. So it's pretty good. Definitely miss this card. Let's see also. We got Holo GX, one of my favorite cards. I played with Reshiram GX from Dragon Majesty. Had the Phoenix of Further attack, did 180 to Kiawe to it, which attacks. Which we also do as it came in the same set. You do that for turn 1, and you hit for 180 turn 1, just take out big knockouts, which is pretty awesome. Let's see what else we have here. Salazzle GX was pretty good. Very good stable on fire decks. And Ho-Ho Salazzle, like, Ho-Ho just attacks for 180, and then Salazzle just with his Diabolical Claws did 50 damage for each fighter you take it, so you put it towards the end of the game, it take out more knockouts. And then, yeah, Queen's Head GX with the GX just got 2 energy, so it pretty much stalls them. We have Article GX from Celestial Storm, so it does the same thing. So Celestial GX would definitely be a good card. It was a good card overall. And then this Ninetales, we do have the fairy one, so it's not very much loss opponents there. Let's see what else we got here. This Gyarados was very good one time with Zord GX at the Venti Anger. So you pretty much trade your magic cards away, and then you just hit more damage against fire type decks, and they just pretty much one shot everything. You get up to 150 or 200. And yeah, Ditto Princess started to 200. Telepathy GX was okay. It was pretty good. It had the GX attack was shuffle anything to the deck. Show 1.1 to the deck as well. This Raichu was pretty good. The Evil Shredder Paralyze, so added to special conditions. It was a really cool shock. But you can use it in expanded shock block and stuff. So it's not much of a big loss. Let's see what else we got here. So Viper was pretty good with Shuckle GX. It more damage. It did 10 more point damage. So you could pretty much take one big knockouts on weak basic. The Crossman GX was very good. And very good Malamar decks. It had the 180 HP Psychic type basic. Had the Light Standing ability, but no damage from colors. So Drama GX couldn't hit it. And it has the Prismatic Burst. It's got Psychic Energy to 60. They did 190 for which 100 was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was just able to ultra in the Crossman. They did play that one. And the Blackwood GX was very good. They're 100 of each. Let's say your opponents play a very heavy GX deck. And they're 100 damage to each GX on the bench, so you pretty much weaken them, and then the other Pokemon take one shots that way quickly. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Rhyperior is pretty good mill card, very good in mill decks. I think it's quite moddable or not. The only other one energy for 80 damage. Marshall GX was very good. It was a good stable on Malamar decks and Pikarom decks for the mirror match because it had the fighting weakness. Everybody calls Shadowheart because everybody plays Pokemon in the discard pile. But also we have the new Mewtwo GX, which has the same ability for Cold Perfection, but you use it from your Pokemon in play as well, which makes it even better. And then it goes for Psycho types, with a lot of Psycho types as well. It's 207 HP and it's very strong. So Marshall GX was definitely missed because of the weakness and stuff. This Weavile was very good as well from the Rule Evil. It was very good spread decks. He did 60 damage running Pokemon ability. There a lot of ability heavy decks back then, so you pretty much take the one shot with that one. Then Double Red with the magical swap, which we still keep. We keep the fair one, we lose the psychic one. Then you just move the damage count to one and just take big knockouts. We also, I forgot to mention for Sun, we also missed the Alolan Muck with the power alchemy ability. It was 120 HP. It was very good staple in Bucephalon and Zord GX. It had all basic Pokemon side had no abilities, so it stops your opponent's layer list, stop more shadow, stop all those abilities, those key abilities. Another one of my favorite GX, Dark Red GX was pretty good. Had the restoration. It was very good in the Zord Greninja, so you could just have extra energy attack to do the extra damage. Another one of my favorite GXs was really off arm relationship was Gardevoir GX. 230 HP Fairy type stage 2. The single spin ability was pretty good. Attach an extra Fairy energy to your hands when your Pokemon. And the Infinite Force. Your opponent, it does 30 damage. It has to have a laser attack, does 30 damage to each energy attacks to both, and Twilight, you shuffle 10 back cards from the discard pile back to the deck. So you got those key knockouts, you attack as many engines as possible. And your opponent has a lot more engines, you can just take big knockouts with that. Definitely miss this card now, because Reshiram Trust always has 4 energies attached to it, so you take big knockouts with that. Now since we're going to do triple acceleration energies, instead of double colors, you got 3 energies, they only can attach to evolution. Definitely miss this card, one of my favorite GXs overall. Melvin GX was okay. This one mobile was good with their hunter. Gotta get those energies out. We don't have too many energy search cards at the moment, stuff besides Fire Crystal and other things. Melvin GX had the item lock with the sword, did 50 damage. Pretty good at one point. And I think that's pretty much it. Telebula we also lose as well. It's one of my favorite. It was one of my first decks since Sun and Moon came out. They just searched for 120 play with Pokemon GX, did 180. But it's going on the grass, and then the Telebula, so they say they hit it big, they hit it. You bid it for 150, just fell off. And then it was good for with Aether and other things. So it's pretty good. Never missed that card. Okay, that's it for the Pokemon. Let's go to the trainers real quick. Let's go to Guardians Rising. I already filtered us, so that's fine. I already did the trainers. Trainers are done. I didn't do Burning Shadows yet. I'm sorry. Burning Shadows we did it. We didn't do Burning Shadows trainers wise. So Acerola was a very good stable in Zord GX. Let's say you had a Zora on the bench, you had a heavy damage Zora, you use this part to they hit it hard, you just bring it back and then just roll again, clean Zora, do an extra trade. Very good trainer card. Body of the Noodles was good and pretty much get that 40 damage, so it was pretty hard to one shot like Zora GX. Escape Road, which is a very good important card, is another good switch card. We do have regular switch and Escape Road. Escape Road, but you can just take big knockouts. When you're very good at Zapdos decks, you could just switch out, just hit 80 again, and just keep 80 over again. We can have Pokemon. Guzma, one of the best Gust cards in the game. It was very, like 3 and 4 in every deck, at least. Minimum they want to play was 2. You switch when your opponent's active bench, get those key knockouts, or stall if you need to, just in case. But we do have Custom Catcher, but you need to play 2 of them. But the Iron card was slightly better, but you need to play 2 of them. But Guzma was like the best one. Because you got key knockouts and everything that you needed. Multi Switch was good as well. It got you those, you could just switch like to a Pikarom or something. Get those key knockouts. Olivia was a good, decent support. You got those 2 reacts. I've seen you play Zord lately before this format's over. Kiawe, best fire support. You get 4 fire energy to your Warrior Pokemon. Get a whole attack turn 1, get a Reshiram GX attack turn 1. Get a Reshiram Charge attack in turn 1 and just don't go going off. And hitting big numbers, doing big damage. Plumero was a very good card in stall decks. You just got 2 energy cards to get energy. Just do that energy surround your opponent a lot, which is pretty good top supporter card. Okay, Poltal was okay, got back energies. Got weaken your revolution every time they evolved. Salvage was okay, discard 2, draw 4, not the best one. Super Scoop Up, we do keep, so was reprinted in the Ability Celestial Storm. Winner's Policy was good, especially playing grass decks. It helped me a lot with Buzzwole Pheromosa. Also, when playing against Charles Russian, take those they could get those key knockouts and just keep one-shotting them as well. And then Wishful Baton was another great 2-card. Very good at water decks, very good at fire decks, good rock decks, that had a lot of energy based. So let's say you attach, you go ball against that guy, they had this toy, you kept 3 energy, so you just kept getting repeating damage over and over again. And you keep hitting big numbers. So definitely missing this 2 card. Now we're gonna move on to Quizlet Invasion now, Pokemon wise. The last set, the last major set that was after this rotation. Now move on to Shining Legends, the final set. Let's see if any Pokemon important here. Quizlet wasn't that competitive, but it had some good cards as well. Let's see what we have here. This Magikarp was good. It had the Submerge, so let's say they stayed. The Coco GX was good. They could just spread damage and take one shots very quickly with them, but it's okay for the most part. Let's see what else here. Anything most important? Go, not so much. Go. It had too many competitive cards. This Trimecha was pretty good in Malamar decks, and also against Zord decks. You have the Bell of Science attack does 10 damage. The opponent cannot play any Pokemon that has an ability from their hand, so you can play the Zorks, they can play the Lilith. It stole them out a lot. My brother had first action experience too, where he played Zork GX. He played against it. He couldn't drop out Zorks. He pretty much lost. That's what lost him again at one point. Pretty good, decent card. See what else we got here. Another Halo GX, not the best. It's okay. Let's see. Buzzwole GX was a very good deck by itself. It had a Jet Punch attack, 190 HP, basic Pokemon, fighting type. Pretty much knocked out those one basic grass, normal type Pokemon. And Knuckle Impact, it had the Beast Swing, so you pretty much Beast Swing until you hit big numbers with Solar GX. For like 240 turn 1. Let's say you want to get that big knockout or Knuckle Impact. You also had Troy Spring, you also had the SN Princess, you also had Kukui, so you can keep hitting the big numbers. It's pretty awesome. Pretty much definitely missed this card overall. But we also had the Buzzwole Pheromosa, which has the Jump Ups with grass, so it will be missed a lot. Very good deck overall, it's a very good archetype by itself. Let's see anything else. Cortana GX was good at some points with Stubborn Zola GX decks. That Blade GX got you that keen win, you get that one prize remaining. And the Slash ability was pretty good, you get those, get rid of those special energies, and those other colors and stuff. Stole them out a little bit. Pretty good. 187 HP metal type basic. Ultra Beast. And that's it for the most cards. So a lot of GX we do kids got put in the Ultra Prism. So it's not we don't lose that one at all. Let's go to trainer sites for Quizlet Invasion. Quizlet Invasion was not very competitive set. The only thing that was good was like Buzzwole GX. And not the best competitive set overall. Let's just search for, let's just go to Guardians, Quizlet Invasion. So this counter catcher was very good. You can just let's say you're down, you can just take stall by bringing out Pokemon free. We were very heavy with course they were playing these switches. They pretty much were pretty much stuck. And then yeah, we were losing. Let's see. The Battlefield was another good stadium. We got that key 130 because a lot of Pokemon were 130 back in the day. Was Zord GX as well. So you were able to take those key knockouts a little bit easier. Fighting Memory was very good for Survivor GX. It was very good, like during the last wave of the season. You play with Zord GX, Survivor GX. So you can pretty much knock out Zords one shot. Survivor GX has a turbo drive, it did 120. But this Fighting Memory does 240, so you can knock out Zord GXs. And, yeah, so and Pikawoms as well in one shot. And he also talks about Celebration Energy. Gladiator was a decent supported card. He got you that key thing. You can just swap out itself one of the price cards you had. Let's say if you have something key opponent prize, you could just get it out and just get it out with Gladion and just hopefully change the tide. Lucimi is another good. I think we do keep this card. I'm not sure. I don't think we do at all actually. You get by those T2 supporters or stadiums. It was very good stall decks so you keep looping over and over. That's why it's bad expanding as you keep looping with supporters and like just deny your opponent altogether. And the last card we talk about Psychic Memory. Very good against the Malamar. Very good against like the second decks like the Quells Mars and the Malamars as well. you can take one shot and a lot easier with the Turbo Drive attack. Alright, so last set I'm going to talk about now is Shining Legends, which was the very good set for one important card, which is Zoroark GX. And now I'm going to talk about the promos after that. Let's go to the Pokemon Shining Legends. Shining Legends was really a subset, but had one of the best GXs in the format, which was Zoroark GX. I'll display it here. There we go. So let's see what we got here. Alright. I like Leafeon GX a lot as well. Is this Ultra Prism? This is Ultra Prism. Whoops, sorry. Sorry, Legends. Still Shining Legends. Okay, let's see. The Venusaur was very good. It had the John ability, gave it one grass instead of two. It was very good Shining Genesect, because you can pretty much take big knockouts but take only one prize. Also the HP grass type stage too. Here's Shining Genesect right here. Speaking of Giants, they had the energy reload ability, one under the 30 HP basic. Then they had you could attach a grass to one move grass from one Pokemon to this one. And the guy best is 50 plus 20. But Venusaur GX magnified that damage most. You remember taking one shot by it did 170, very much knock out Lele by itself. We're only having 3 energy. Very good call. One of my favorite decks actually overall. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing else too important yet. Shining Volcano was pretty good at one point. It had the dual pumps. It did 50 for 2 bench. You can pretty much take out back out 2 Pokemon, but in low HP, and then just go off with that. Raichu GX is another one of my favorite GXs. Had the powerful Spark type, 20 damage. It had the Nuzlocke alternate with Pachirisu, Emolga, and Pikachu Nuzzle attack, which is a promo now. More the energy you did. You just set up with Snuggly Gathering, and then just attach energy, and then just take big knockouts with Raichu GX attack as well. We do have there's a new Raichu GX, the baby Raichu with the same attack. Well, hopefully it only has 1 energy card, so hopefully this will be coming back soon with that Raichu. Alright, let's see. Mewtwo GX was good, pretty good at Staples up at some point. It had 1 HP base Psycho type. The Psystrike GX was pretty good. It went through pretty much Hoopa, it went pretty much through any Pokemon that had abilities locked on them, so it pretty much went through them. Shiny Mew was good too, it had Legendary Guidance. Shiny Jirachi was okay. This is a very good card, which I'm glad to see go. This Marshall had the less loose ability, 7 HP Psychic type. You drop it down, shove it, more points, drop it, they have draws, they have 4. It's like a judge. Pretty good, more stable cards. You can just pretty much slowly pull it down, make them dead draw, and then just hope and take off from there. When you have a good setup, you can just take them and win the game with that way. Let's see what else we got here. Then there's the main guy himself, Zoroark GX. Dominant throughout this whole format. It's probably more down and expanded. Just as the one expanded. Had a trade ability, 20 HP, dark type. And you have discarded by drawing 1, drawing 2, so you just come combination from out, get the cards you needed. You have multiple stars, you just go through your deck, get the cards you needed. Also, Smooth Over card was another good thing as well, you just put anything to it. Very good card. We'll miss it. I'm not a fan of this card because it was a very good type, but it's a very good card. The Rise ability type was very decent. You could just 2-shot things and do 120 for any Pokemon to play. You could do, and also with the expanding that Skyfield. So it did more damage for you, basically. You use up to 200 damage with that card. 190 damage, or 80 damage. The choice might be 210. So this is the most important card of the whole thing. The whole set. Alright, let's see if we have any more important trainers. I think all the trainers were reprints, so... Not pretty much. Pretty much what I'm going to talk about. So let's go to the promo cards, the last one. We'll lose the ones from 90, only up to 94 and down. So we'll do Black Star promos next. Trainer wise and Pokemon wise. I'll be going to the DC Open this week. I'll see a lot of you in Worlds. I meet all of you guys, especially all the famous YouTubers out there. I definitely love to meet them, and hopefully it'll be fun. I know I'm gonna be running Wizard Card GX too, which is a very good one of my favorite cards. Let's see, anything important that. So the Rangoon, we talked about already. Pokemon GX. Lurantis, this is the one I was talking about earlier. They had the Sunny Day ability, attacks with grass and fire. Pokemon did 20 more damage. You got those. I play with Buzzle Fire, most of that play with Venom or GX. So you can pretty much knock out Piccolo one shot with, if you have 2 of them, you did 240 with, if you play Cole's Trap. One of my favorite cards overall. I will miss this card a lot. Let's see anything else here more important. Tapu Bulu GX, I talked about earlier. Tapu Koko GX, Espeon GX, Umbreon GX. This Tapu Lele, we keep the fairy, we do the 50 fairy one. So it's not much of importance. But it was very good cycles we played with Malamar, Delmise, Tapu Koko GX here. Marshall GX, the Cosmo GX, Holo GX. I think we keep Circuitry. No, Circuitry I think was playing in 4 billion light, so we do keep that one, I believe. I don't know. I don't think this was we put in the set. So Circuitry I said are pretty good. If you put damage for anyone that had double colors, I need special energy attached for it. It does Buzzwole again. Shiny Celebi was really good. Time Recall, so it was very good at Charizard, so you can pretty much just copy an attack. Copy attack that was pretty much from his base for Evolution. Shiny Lugia was really good. It was dominant in the format before. Got the Ultra Ring, you played on Malamar. It was good. Shrine Punishment as well. It did if you pull out of this 120, and then Aerophos did 130. Take those key knockouts for 120 Pokemon. And let's see what else we got here. So GX very good. Card best GX in the format, I believe. A lot of GX we do for lose, unfortunately, and then we just keep all these cards from here. Alright, so let me see the trainer cards real quick, make sure I didn't miss any trainer cards. I don't think I did though. Champions Festival, that's a pretty good. It's only World Championship card. We do lose that card. I think that's it for the most part. Let me just make sure I filtered it. Oh no, I did. I'm just gonna make sure. No, I did. Oh no, I did. Yeah, I did. So there you go, guys. There's the whole discussion on the rotation. Hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely next in a couple of weeks I'll be doing some post-rotation videos. I will be playing with Scott Jets doing a rotation in DC Open, so it does. I like the deck a lot. It's very well. I've been testing a lot. So I hope that I do good at DC Open. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching.